Hi everybody, it's Ashley again for the second time. It is Monday, April 18th at 10 o'clock p.m. I know it's kind of weird that I always do these vlogs so late at night, but it's because everyone's asleep, so I have some peace and quiet. So this is my second vlog, and I'm going to be talking a bit about some of the experiences that I've had in working on my senior capstone project. I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with this first experience vlog, but I realized that I need to kind of go back to the beginning because at that time I didn't know I was going to be doing vlogs. I just typed an online journal, so I'll read some of that. So basically, my step one was to figure out which book I wanted my fellow book lovers to read, and I went to my favorite place in the entire world, Cellar Door Books, and I know the owner there. Her name is Linda, and I told her about this project, and I just asked her, can you help me find a book that is both accessible, because I didn't want to lose people, I wanted people to be interested, but also impactful, because the whole point is to make kids more empathetic and to talk about controversial topics and unheard perspectives. So we went through, she ended up giving me 9 books to choose from, and I was at Cellar Door for probably almost 2 hours looking through all of these books, from reading the synopsis on the back to reading the first few chapters, just to get a feel for the book. So some of the ones that I said no to, unfortunately, were this book and this book. This book was a really close second, but I ended up choosing this book. It's called 13 Reasons Why, and it's by Jay Asher. And I chose this book not only because it talks about controversial things, it's about this girl who commits suicide, and she records herself on audio tapes talking about the 13 reasons, the 13 people who basically had a hand in her decision to kill herself. So right off the bat, you can tell it's kind of a hard read, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want this to just be an easy book club. So I reread it, and what really made me choose it in the end, because there were great candidates for the book that I was going to choose, but I really like the format of it. The chapters are written, like, let me just show you. So this is cassette 1, side A. So that's how the chapters are set up in her little cassettes, and there's a picture in the back cover. And what also made me want to do this book is because I found out that Miss Marlowe likes to teach this book, or not exactly teach this book, but have her students read this book, and they do some really cool activities with it. So I'm going to talk to her. Well, I've talked to her already. This vlog is about a long time ago. But so let's just pretend I haven't talked to her yet. I'm going to talk to her and see if she wants to work with me, and we can kind of do this book club together, because her students are going to be reading this book at around the time that I'll be doing the rest of my capstone. So, oh, this has gone way over time, sorry. But, so that's kind of the process for how I chose this book. I'm a little worried that people are going to be turned off by how dark it is. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know if people will like it. I read it a couple years ago and I loved it. Hopefully it'll get some intriguing conversations going. That's another thing I'm worried about. I'm worried that no one will want to talk about it. So I guess we'll just kind of have to see how that goes, and I'll try to facilitate some conversation. And I plan on making kind of discussion guides, just lists of questions that I'll ask everybody, and hopefully we'll get some good conversations in. So sorry for going so far over time, Mrs. Yana. But I like big books, and I cannot lie.